Have you ever felt invisible, like no matter how hard you try? People don't notice your efforts, your voice trembles when you speak, and your mind whispers that you're not enough. Many people live in the shadows of fear, too shy to express themselves, too scared to take a step forward. They dream silently, but never act, waiting for the right moment that never comes. But sometimes, life finds a way to awaken the strength hidden inside us. Once, in a crowded city filled with the noise of markets and the smell of spices, there lived a humble businessman who earned his living by selling salt. He wasn't rich, but he was honest and hardworking, providing a simple life for his wife and 2 sons. His elder son was quiet and timid, the kind of boy who avoided attention, while his younger brother was bright, confident, and full of life. Neighbors often praised the younger one, but mocked the elder, calling him dull and slow. The father, though loving, grew impatient with his elder son's shyness. "Why can't you speak up? Why are you always so scared?" he would scold. Each harsh word broke a little more of the boy's confidence, and soon he began believing that something was truly wrong with him. In school, he knew the answers, but couldn't raise his hand. During exams, his mind froze with fear. His teachers said he needed to try harder, but they didn't see the storm inside him, the storm of self-doubt that silenced his courage. As the years passed, that fear shaped his life like an invisible chain. When he became a young man, his father asked him to help in the family business. Though nervous, he obeyed, determined not to disappoint again. But his fear followed him like a shadow. When customers came, his voice trembled. When they asked questions, he couldn't respond confidently. Many took advantage of his innocence, underpaying for goods or mocking him openly. His father's frustration grew stronger each day. "You'll never learn," he'd say, shaking his head. One afternoon, disaster struck. While his father was away, a group of cunning men arrived at the shop, pretending to be his father's business partners. "Your father sent us to collect all the salt sacks for the city market," they lied. The boy hesitated, confused, but fear stopped him from questioning them. Before he realized it, the shop was empty and the men were gone. When his father returned and saw what had happened, his face turned red with rage. "You worthless boy," he shouted. "You've destroyed everything I worked for. Get out! Don't ever come back!" The words hit like thunder. With tears streaming down his face, the young man left quietly, his heart heavy with shame. That night, he wandered along the riverbank, staring into the dark water. The reflection staring back at him looked like a stranger, a boy who had failed at everything. His mind whispered cruelly, "You are nothing." Everyone was right about you. As the moonlight shimmered on the water, he stepped closer to the edge, ready to end the pain. But just as his foot slipped, a firm hand caught his arm and pulled him back. It was an old man with a kind face and wise eyes. "What are you doing, my child?" he asked softly. The boy broke down and cried, "My life is meaningless. I fail at everything I touch. Even my father hates me." The old man listened patiently and said, "Life is the most precious gift you have. You've lost your way, but that doesn't mean the journey is over. You are not weak, you are simply afraid. And fear can be defeated." The old man offered him shelter for the night and promised to help him rediscover his strength. The next morning he said, "If you truly want to change your life, follow me for 3 days. Complete 3 tasks and you'll find your answer." With nothing left to lose, the young man agreed. On the first day, the old man said, "You must speak to 10 strangers today. Ask about their lives, listen to their stories, and write down what you learn." The boy's heart pounded, but he went into the city. At first, people ignored him. Some laughed, others walked away. Still, he kept trying. By evening, he had spoken to 10 people, a fruit seller, a tailor, a driver, and even a child who played by the street. As he listened to their struggles, he realized that everyone carried fears and pain of their own. That night, for the first time in years, he felt a small spark of courage. The next morning, the old man said, "Today, you will teach 10 children about the importance of water." The boy was startled. "But I'm not educated. What can I teach?" The old man smiled gently. "They don't need a scholar. They need a heart that cares." Nervously, the boy gathered the children near a well and spoke about why water is precious. His hands trembled, but his voice grew steadier with every word. The children listened, clapped, and asked questions. When the lesson ended, he smiled, not because he taught them, but because he proved to himself that he could. On the third day, the old man said, "Now, go back to your father. Apologize and show him the courage you found." Fear returned instantly. The thought of facing his father made him shake, but he remembered the old man's words, "Fear can be defeated." With trembling steps, he walked home. His father stood outside the shop, his expression cold. The boy bowed his head and said, "Father, I'm sorry for my mistakes. I will not run away anymore. I'll work harder and make you proud." His father looked at him silently, then sighed deeply. "If you truly mean it," he said, "prove it." That was the beginning of a new life. From that day forward, the young man worked tirelessly. He learned from every mistake, spoke kindly to customers, and gradually gained their respect. He started smiling, greeting people confidently, and within a year, business flourished again. One evening, he returned to the old man's house and said, "I did everything you asked. But tell me, what was your secret? What changed me?" The old man smiled and said, "You changed yourself. Your greatest enemy wasn't shyness, it was fear. People treat you the way you treat yourself. When you see yourself as weak, the world agrees. But when you believe you are strong, the world begins to believe it too." Those words stayed in his heart forever. Years later, that same boy became one of the most respected businessmen in the city. People who once mocked him now spoke his name with admiration. Yet he never forgot the lesson that saved his life. He often told others, "Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build every time you face your fears." His story spread far and wide, inspiring countless others who struggled with doubt and silence. He proved that courage doesn't mean you're never afraid. It means you choose to act despite fear. So if you ever feel small, remember his journey. Believe in yourself, even when no one else does. Speak up, take a step, and don't let fear silence your dreams. The world sees you the way you see yourself. If you choose to see strength, that's exactly what you'll become. Life isn't about being perfect, it's about being brave enough to grow. So stay patient, stay grateful, and never stop moving forward. Because the moment you believe in yourself, your story begins to change forever.